Bites, welcome back to Second Bites with Sarah. Today I want to show you guys Hummingbird Cupcake. Hummingbird cake in general, cupcakes any form, hails from Jamaica actually. It's named after their national bird, started to gain popularity in the 1960s, and then Southern Living posted an article and it blew up in the United States. Little history for you. Let's get started. Oven's at 350, and I'm going cupcakes instead of a cake this round, so I'm gonna go ahead and get my tin ready just so I know that's done once my batter's done. This should give us about 24 cupcakes all together. Boom, prepped, done. Pro tip, for your frosting, which we're gonna make once the cupcakes are in the oven, go ahead and grab a block of cream cheese, stick of butter, put it on the oven if they're not already room temperature. All right, let's get working on this batter. Friends, we are gonna cheat and start with a yellow cake mix. Professional chefs do it, why can't we? If making it homemade makes you happy, go ahead and do that. I just feel like cheating today. That's gonna make my life easier. Cake mix going in, that's our base, that's our cheat. Pro tip from my mom, keep the box nearby and you can put all your trash, your eggshells, etc. in it and then throw it all away in one go. Thanks, Mom. To our cake mix, we need a cup of sour cream. We're not gonna do what the box tells us. Listen to what I'm telling you to do. Cup of sour cream, which is gonna add so much moisture and tang. It's gonna be so good. 1/4 a cup of vegetable oil, 3 eggs. I like to crack my eggs into whatever I measured my oil in, one at a time. We're gonna do 1.5 cups of crushed pecans. That's traditional, but if you wanted to sub another nut, I'd say go for it. And then we need 1 can, 20 ounces of crushed pineapple, and we need to drain it. I do recommend keeping the liquid back because I'm gonna show you a trick so we don't waste any of that delicious pineapple flavor. But let that crushed pineapple drain for a couple minutes, try to get as much out as possible. 2 teaspoons or so of cinnamon. We need to mash roughly 3 bananas until we get about 1 cup of mashed bananas. My favorite weapon of choice is a fork. The riper your bananas are, the easier this will be favorites. But get some of that rage out, get some of that tension out, and mash these bananas. Boom. Mashed bananas. They smell amazing already. That's about 1 cup, favorites, of mashed bananas going right in. And you got an arm workout. Great. All right, look how much juice came out of our pineapple. Save it, save it, save it, save it. I'm gonna show you a little trick to do with it. But crushed pineapple, strained, going in as well. We're gonna go ahead and beat this just until combined, get them in our muffin cups, and get them baking. We did it. My favorite weapon of choice to fill up cupcakes or muffins is a scoop like this. I'm not actually measuring, it just helps me kind of not get it around the edges. So we're gonna fill ththese up about 3/4 of the way. I really enjoy these because I find the flavors great for spring and summer, right? Pineapple, banana, and they almost eat like a muffin. It's like if a cupcake and a muffin had a baby. And if you're counting them as dessert in your life, you're getting a decent amount of fruit and nuts in there, which kind of makes you feel healthy, right? Always so tempted to overfill them. Don't do it. 350, 20 to 25 minutes. While they're baking, we'll get started on the frosting. For our frosting, pretty simple. We're gonna take our softened block of cream cheese, going in the bowl, stick of butter, softened, 1/2 cup, teaspoon of vanilla, generous pinch of salt. We're gonna beat this into submission, and then we're gonna slowly add almost a whole bag of powdered sugar and watch this frosting come together. Now you're like, Sarah, the pineapple juice, you told us to save it. We're gonna keep that on the side and add splashes as we need to get it to the consistency we want so that we're packing in an extra layer of flavor and then we're not wasting that delicious syrup. Baking in black, treacherous, but a favorite pastime of mine. Here we are, whatever. All right, favorites, like I said, I used about 3/4 of a full bag. Let me check for you. This is 32 ounces, okay? So I used about 3/4 of that. Noted, she is thick and she is delicious. I'm gonna give her a quick taste. It's thick, it's creamy, it's perfect. It's also just a simple frosting just to have in your back pocket. So I'm just gonna do a couple splashes of pineapple juice to thin it out, give her another taste test, and she's done. I'm gonna clean up a little bit while the cupcakes are baking, and then we'll get to frost them. Timer went off. I can quickly just spongy. They're good to go. Oh my God, they smell delicious. So we do need these to cool. We have to practice patience. If we frost them right now, the frosting is going to lose its texture. It's just gonna melt everywhere, right? And we don't want that, right? So we're gonna be patient. Let these completely cool, then we'll frost and garnish them together. Our cupcakes are completely cool to the touch. Let's frost them. This frosting we've made is thick and perfect. It's gonna stand up really nicely on its own and provide that tang against some of the sweetness in the cupcake. Now, I've seen lots of variations on this. I'm giving you guys the OG recipe. However, I've seen people add coconut. I've had people tell me that they'll use a spice cake mix or a carrot cake mix instead of the yellow. Variations, try them, see if they make you happy. For a garnish, these are pretty cute on their own. We've got a few options. One option, dried pineapple. I'm gonna slice these into just smaller pieces, and I'm gonna stick it on top, almost like I just gave it a crown. Option number one. Option number two for a garnish, favorites. If you decided to do a variation and add some coconut, you could absolutely do toasted coconut on top, or save back some of those pecans that we already put in the cupcake and put some right on top. Gorgeous. I love both of these because, like we've talked about before, it's gonna signal to your eater what they're about to choose and what they're about to put in their mouth. Hey, this contained nuts. Hey, this probably has pineapple in it. I'm done decorating, which means I get a reward. I get to taste test. Sure that the frosting is going to go so well with red lipstick, but here we go, favorites. Hey, my job's hard, my job's hard. I can tell just from touching it how much moisture is in these, and they're gonna be so stinking good. Texture, lovely. There's chew from the pineapple. You get the little crunch from the pecans. The cake itself has such a nice natural sweetness to it. And the frosting provides that nice kind of thick texture on top of it, but also the sour cream. I can taste it. And it pairs very nicely with the cream cheese and gives us some of that tang to counteract the sweet, which makes you want to keep taking bites. Second bite. So glad I could give you guys a cheat. They're so worth it.
Hey favorites, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Second Bites with Sarah.